Alright, hi Kawan Stop, and I hope everyone is doing great for today. And as for me, medyo sad because it's gonna be the first day of my work later, night shift again. But so far, I have a really good vacation days. But for today, I just would like to let you know that this is gonna be an interesting topic. Why? It's more on educational fun. So, when are we gonna start preparing for the educational fund for our kids if they go in college for 10 years, 15 years, 18 years after? And number two, how much is the preparation for college? So, and number three, when talaga natin make sure or kailan talaga natin masasabi na it's the best time to build the educational fund for our kids? Of course, as you can see in the picture, sperm cell pa lang si baby is dapat naghahanda ka na kasi it's better to invest and prepare earliest the most. So just basically just have to make sure na maganda yung preparation natin so that pagdating nila ng college days, it won't be difficult para sa both sides, sa anak at saka sa atin na magiging parents. So watch and learn and continue to watch this video, and I hope you're gonna subscribe, follow, and share my video, and hope everyone will be able to learn more about this thing. So see you later. Bye. Alright, here we go. So, kawansta, normally, if we start building a family, yung unang pumapasok talaga sa atin before building a family is preparation for the wedding. But don't you know that there is one thing that is more or as important as what we call wedding preparation, and that is educational fund of our future kids. Why? Because we all know, pag tayo meron na tayong mga chikitings, then one thing is for sure, they're gonna go college. And after college, they will have their own family, iiwan tayo. But again, don't worry about that. Let's worry about educational fund. Ano ba yung tinatawag na educational fund? Educational fund, as what I understand, it focuses more on the college side. Why? Kasi pag sinasabi natin na college, na medyo doon na talaga pumapasok yung tinatawag natin na medyo magastos na yung part na yon. So, how are we gonna prepare? Number one, as what I mentioned sa initial clip, it's better to prepare. Why? There's still sperm cells. Why? Because in the first place, alam naman natin na hindi siya magiging zygote kung walang egg cell. So, it wouldn't be a fertilized egg. So, that is the very best time to prepare for the educational fund for our kids. Yung hindi wala pa sila, nag-prepare na tayo because one thing is for sure, they're gonna hit college. Pag nagkanaak na tayo, pag meron na tayong mga chikiting, then sooner or later, magka-college talaga sila, and we don't have an option because education is no longer an option. It's a necessity. Not necessity, no, it's essential for your kids, for my kids, and for everybody's kids. So, number one, when are you gonna prepare? First, the earlier the most. As much as possible, kailangan talaga natin na mag-prepare for the college fund ng mga anak yung the earliest. Kahit hindi ka pa kasal, kahit single ka pa. Because as far as we know, it is absolute na magiging college talaga sila. And number two, how are we gonna prepare for that? What is the exact amount that we're gonna prepare for the college educational fund? First, you have to make sure kung saang school magka-college yung anak mo. And fortunately for me, I was graduate in Technological University of the Philippines in Visayas, and I'm so happy because yung yung school namin is so affordable. Around that time siguro yung per term namin, kasi we have this trimester na setup. Per term namin noon is around the 700 plus. So kasi DUST tayo, I'm not quite sure sa iba dyan, but no, just kidding. So as a DUST scholar, we have this allowance as well. So, wala na kami po problemahin sa tinatawag na tuition fee. So, all we need to do is just focus on the study. So, yun nga lang, medyo I get bored, so hindi ako naging cum laude, and I gave chance to my classmates para sila yung mag-excel. No, anyway. So, the very crucial point in trying to give trying to project an exact fund, or shall we say, approximate and specific fund during college days. First, you have to make sure what school. Just like for example, school A. Shall we say na lang, Ateneo, San Carlos, TUP, La Salle, or other schools, shall we say. Sa ngayon, yung tinatawag nila na sa ngayon, yung price and tuition fee is this. For example lang, 100,000. And based on the articles, pag nababasa mo, the inflation that's gonna be on the educational fund is around 7 to 8%. So meaning, every year nag-i-increase siya ng 7 to 8%. So yung 100,000 mo ngayon, pag si baby is 0-year-old, after 18 years, it wouldn't be the same. So how are we gonna make sure that we are prepared when that time comes during the college days, that it won't be hard for us, and we won't be able to sacrifice their education just because we lack fundings, alright? So, this is how you're gonna calculate this one. First, again, try to select a school, make sure kung magkano yung tuition fee nila. Then number 2, you have to divide the rate. Just like, for example, if that's gonna be 8% a year. So, 8%, yung 72, the rule of 72 says that you have to divide 72 by 8, or the inflation rate, then that's going to be the number of years that a specific amount or principal will be doubled. Just like, for example, 100,000. So, 72 divided by 8, that's going to be 9 years. So, after 9 years, yung 100,000 natin ngayon na tuition fee will gonna be 200,000. Then, after 18 years, it's gonna be doubled again. That's gonna be 400,000. So, just try to make sure that that's gonna be 4-year course, the minimum. So, 4 years, every year, you have to make sure you have around like 400,000. So, that will eventually become like 1.6 million. So, you have to make sure na after 18 years, you have 1.6 million in order na yung base na gastusin natin sa educational fund ng ating mga anak would be easier for us. And number 3, ito yung pinaka-importante. So, for that 18 years, ngayon, 0, start a family, then projected after 18 years or 15 or 16 years, magiging college sila, is this. You have to make sure, as a parents, you should be insured the least 1.6 million. Why? If something happened to you, something happens in between. Just like, for example, on the 10th year, worst case, death comes in, knocks in sa breadwinner ng family, you will still have the 1.6 million for the college fund. So that's the reason why with my previous blog, welcome to my blog, with the previous video I made is we have to make sure that for the life insurance, for the breadwinner, we have to make sure that it's gonna be perfect circle of times 10. Because maliban sa mga final expense, educational fund, you have to make sure na may gagastusin pa yung family. And to be honest, I think the fourth is very more important. You have to make sure na yung anak mo during college ay hindi, instead na thermodynamics yung binabasa, ano yung binabasa? Pocketbook. Just like Precious Hearts Romances. Actually, I have this classmate during college na instead na strength of materials, thermodynamics yung binabasa, yung kanyang binabasa na is Precious Hearts Romances. So, in the first place, pag mag-quiz kami, of course, as a close friend, I have to make sure naman nagpapasa. So, kasi, innate na sa atin na kahit medyo matalino tayo, mabait rin tayo. No. Kasi doon ko narinig yung mga pagbabasa ng Precious Hearts Romances, bulta-bulta yung kuryente, kaya yun, pag nagka-quiz na, is na bulta-bulta, is 0 na agad. So, good thing they have me as their friend. So, I don't wanna shout out yung pangalan nila, kasi baka hindi sila kukuha sa akin ng Kaiser Health Insurance. So, final thing. So, that's one thing that we teach in IMG as well. If you are also an IMG member, on top of the financial classes that you attend, you have to make sure na properly build yung financial foundation mo. Part of the membership, you already have a 1,000 Soldivo na strategic growth fund. That is a mutual fund. So it would be easier for you to get access on how to start or jumpstart your mutual fund. So that's the reason why inflation rate is 8%. So we have to make sure that we can beat inflation of 8% every year, just to make sure that we're able to reach that goal. Just for example, if that's going to be 1.6 million after 18 years, then we have to make sure to find a specific investment goal or investment vehicle na marireach talaga natin yon. So in the first place, just to summarize, make sure as the breadwinner, meron kang life insurance para in case mamatay man na on the wood, then we have to make sure na continue pa rin yung dream natin para sa mga anak natin. And number two, we have to make sure na your investment, yung educational fund. Kasi most of the time, yung nakikita natin is ganito. Si kids, ini-insure with a portion of life insurance. Actually, there's nothing wrong about that. But if you have to check on the priorities, then bakit mo i-insure ang anak mo na in the first place, especially yung death benefit? Kasi pag namatay ang anak, it's not really on the financial side. It's not really a direct effect na maapektuhan talaga yung financial status ng family. Sino yung i-insure mo? Ikaw. O ikaw yung breadwinner. Kasi ikaw yung nag-provide ng financial expense nila. So guys, I hope that you're able to learn more about this very basic about educational fund. And I have to make sure with my new setup, no, just kidding. So you have to make sure lang na dapat talaga properly invested. So yan nga, hindi pa kakasal, kahit wala ka pang GF, wala pa kang BF, make sure meron ka ng educational fund for your future kids. Kasi, mas maganda na pag sinasabi mo na, will you marry me? I have already a 4 million life insurance. Will you marry me? I already have educational fund for our future kids. So, hindi nyo ba alam yun? Kasi babae, lalaki man, they are gonna be very practical nowadays. So, thanks a lot guys. Go one stop and don't forget to click that subscribe button just to make sure also the notification bell. So every time I'm gonna post a new video, they will really prompt you that I have a new topic. So thanks a lot guys, and for my current 23 subscribers, thanks a lot, and you do have a great day. God bless everyone, and thanks. Bye for now.